Hi, I'm Jeff Bova, and you're watching The Art of Music Tech. Great old tube gear, the Telefunken V76s are, I'll put them on anything I'm doing. You know, if I even work like I said, in Pro Tools, I'll put them on instruments when I actually go to print them on the soft synths and any sampled instruments. I find it just adds a glow and sort of a depth and a dimension to them that you know, I don't get, and it's great. Just plug right in and just do it. The cumulative effect is really great. And I've been doing a lot of string arrangements, virtual string arrangements on a lot of records, and I've been using Native Instruments Kontakt as my main sort of workstation for that. And so I brought a few libraries that work great. The LA Studio Strings last have worked on everything from, you know, Iron Maiden, you know, big full-out rock and roll, to something like Beth Hart or Joe Bonamassa with blues. You know, so there's expressiveness there, and I can get the size I need to really like sort of fill and be able to cut through a wall of guitars. Spectrasonics Omnsiphere is an invaluable synth, soft synth. It's basically, it's my standard go-to piece. Work at home or work in a studio, I found from the very beginning, especially starting out in New York, in apartments, that having a separate place to work was kind of, you know, what I needed. And I found separating home and work was generally a beneficial thing. Otherwise, I'd never stop working. I say there's a difference between producing music and being a producer. And they've got to understand the difference to start with, because a lot of the young producers think by actually making sound, putting together tracks, is producing, but the producer side of it comes into everything involved, from really looking at the overall feeling of a project, the song choices, how to bring out the best in an artist, and you know, understanding when you're imposing something on an artist as opposed to helping support them and make their record, and know what is appropriate. So you really, I think a lot of it is having enough self-awareness around everything that you're doing within a project. Start to understand what's behind each choice you're making, and be able to be self-reflective on that, which is hard to do, because when you're in the energy of it, you're taking actions, and to be able to say, okay, why am I doing this? Why am I telling the singer just to sing it the 20th time, as opposed to like, what's happening here? You know, is the singer not connecting with themselves? They're not connecting with their performance. And, you know, again, I feel it's like, you know, become more aware of every aspect of it, yourself and the people you're working with. Well, my approach to doing demos in general versus a scratch track is, a scratch track is really just to hear what the vocalist in most cases is doing, how the song flows. But doing the demo is, to me, about actually building the record, because chances are that will ultimately become the actual record. So I treat it as if we're recording, you know, from the ground up, from, you know, drums through all keyboards and vocals, everything, as if it's going to be a final. You know, I don't know if I've totally felt 100% comfortable. There are times when I feel comfortable, and it's usually when I'm in the flow of the work. Outside of it, when I'm working at projecting what I'm going to be doing, planning and all that, that's when I would say, like, my stuff comes up and questioning, you know, am I making the right choices? Am I choosing the right songs? Am I even like working with the right artist? You know, those kinds of questions. So I'd say I go in and out of it. I go in and out of that. I mean, I feel much more confident now in the last few years than I did in the early days, which to me was having to prove myself. And now I've felt like, you know, I've created either a signature approach, not a signature sound, because I feel very much like a musical chameleon when I work. And I try to take in each artist on their own and not try to impose a signature on them, but try to bring out of them what their signature sound is. So in that place, I feel very comfortable if they're really being authentic and I can really reflect who they are as an artist in the best way.